Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm just gonna vent a little bit, man, cause right now I ain't feeling too feeling like I was just earlier. Like I'm in a real down mood, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, I'm not gonna say no names or nothing like that, just for what is it, personal, whatever you want to call it. But let me say this: it's a lot of people out there that go through a whole lot. Wait, what's up on TV? I'm gonna get here. I'll take it back to my mom. And shut my door when you go out, please. I almost slipped off the bed. Well, shut my door, please, when you go out. Thank you. You're welcome. Shut my door. But, no. I'm about to get on live. But, I'm gonna break down, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of backstory about who I really am and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, first and foremost, I'm not a person that likes to argue. I'm not a drama person. I'm not a person that likes to pick and you know what I'm saying? That's not me, because when I was younger, I used to stay at home. My mama used to go out to eat and out to, you know what I'm saying, outings and stuff. I wanted to stay at home in my room and just sleep all day. You know what I'm saying? I used to stay in a dark room all the time. Like, I know I'm not the type of person people try to portray me to try to act, make me look like, make me whatever. But you get what I'm trying to say. I'm not the type of person people trying to people trying to label as being a fucked up individual, because I'm not. I'm the most. I'll probably be one of the most helpful people that you come across. But when I say I'm going through something to the point where I can't argue, I can no longer argue, because if I argue, it's to the point where it's like, hold on a second, y'all. It's to the point where, like, if I argue with somebody, like, my head start hurting, my stomach start burning, like the pit of my stomach start hurting, like I cry a lot. I used to didn't cry at all. Like, I can tell since I done got grown. I'm 25 years of age, but in my 25 years, I done seen me deteriorate from a strong person down to I'm not gonna say a weakling, but just a person that, you know what I'm saying, that's not really emotionally stable, so to speak. Like, I'm not emotionally stable, like, when it comes to certain things. Like, I can't control my tears. I can't. Hey, Frank. No, I can't control that. Like, it's a lot of things about me that's different from other people. Like, I try to be, you know what I'm saying, spontaneous. I just try to be me, but sometimes me being me gets to people, and I try to, you know what I'm saying, try to make everything good, so to speak. But it's like I'm always, to other people, I'm always starting something. I'm always, you know what I'm saying, just basically starting stuff. I can't think straight, so y'all forgive me if my words don't come out right, because my mind is really not right now. Like, when I say it's not right, it's not like I'm not mentally, like, I'm retarded or nothing. It's just that mentally I'm not there. My um my speech is not gonna be all that good this video, because this is what happens when I go through what I go through. I'm not always a happy person, and I'm sure it's a lot of people out there that's like that. Just don't worry about what people say. Just be as, yeah, true. That's what I'm trying to do. But when you got people that's around you that's supposed to help you, and it's always this and it's always that, your name always in some, like, it gets old after a while. And see, me being the person that I am, I try not to start arguments, because I know arguments can trigger things in certain people that make them, like, either go off the deep end, or either they just shut down completely. And I'm not the type of person to push somebody to the point where they get that bad off to where they want to either just shut down or just don't want to be around nobody. Because me socially, I'm not really around people like that. I'm just around my immediate family, like 4 or 5 other people every single day. Like that's just how I am because my social is not like what everybody else's social is. Like I'm not really up to par with a lot of things because I don't have a social life. Like my social life is like burnt. Like when I say my social life is complete, my social life is done. I have no social life. Like the only thing that I really do is get on social media like Facebook and Instagram and YouTube now, but it just bothers me that it makes me feel like what I go through with, you know what I'm saying, individuals, it's just like, yeah, that's what I'm saying because that's exactly how I feel. I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I got family, but when you don't have a friend to sit and call, be able to call and talk to them and make sure they all right when stuff like that happen, it's like it bothers you. When everybody else quits you, it's like you don't have nobody else but yourself. And it's like you know you can do it, but you know it's gonna be hard at the same time. And you know what I'm saying? I just try to respect my family and the decisions that I'm making life with the decisions that I'm making life because some things that you do can and will sometimes take a toll on your family. And I don't want it to fall back on my family. That's the reason why I just sit and I just stay to myself. I don't bother nobody. You know what I'm saying? My stress level and got to the point where my heart flutters sometimes. Like if I get too happy or something, like my chest, like it feel like how can I put this? Hey Harold, how you doing? How can I put this? It's almost like you know when you burp real hard, and it's like right here in your chest, like right here. Y'all can't see me. Hold on. Like right here. I'm trying to be all right, man. I'm just having a real vlogging moment right now where I'm just letting people know where I come from, and I don't want people to think that I'm somebody that I'm not. Not try to portray. Yeah, I'm just venting because I'm just that's just my mindset, you know what I'm saying? It just bothers me that people don't sit up there and take the time and initiative to think about what they saying to people to make people say the things they say to them, especially if they're not a troubling person. I'm not a troubling person. I take everybody else's thoughts and everything into consideration. What I mean by that is if I know for a fact that somebody trying to do something, you know what I'm saying? I try to be supportive of it, but when you sit up there and it's like you shoot me down and you talk shit to me whenever you feel like you in a bad mood, but it's like when I do it, I'm wrong, but I'm just human. Like I'm so wrong. Shit like that bothers me. Like I try not to put this stuff on my brain because I know the older you get, the worse your mindset might is tending to get. Yeah, because I'm telling you, I'm really stressed out. I'm stressed out to the point where my heart is starting to skip beats. It's starting to flutter. My breathing and stuff is not right in my sleep. Like it's just a whole lot of stuff that's going on with me right now that I don't have. Some people stressed out. Yeah, it'll put you in the hospital. I ain't been trying to go there, man. I've been trying to keep my head above water, man. But like for real, the way my heart and stuff feeling, it feel like I'm gonna tell you straight up, it feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack and die. Like if I was to argue with somebody to the point where it's just so bad, I could yell loud enough to make my heart stop, and that's how I feel. It hurts so bad. That's how I know it's not me because I'm not the type of person that sit around and dwell on the argument, want to argue with nobody. If I just ask you a question, I just ask you a question, a simple question. If I might have times where I might answer back in a real gnarly way, but it's 9 times out of 10 either I'm thinking about someone or I know something about you. It's different when people be doing it to me. It's just like I'm always wrong and I can't get nothing right and everything else. That tends to break down a person's mind. And I'm telling you, it's them broke minds down. Broke minds down to a T. I try to keep a good mind and try to keep a steady head for everybody around me for when they ain't got the strength because I remember me to be a strong individual that people used to come to in school and want me to hook them up and all this other extra stuff and it just don't work. It just don't work like that now. It's nothing like that now. It's like when you get grown, it's like it's just too much. Everybody talking about is real world stuff, but at the end of the day, that's not real world stuff. People just make it real world shit. I just don't. That shit tends to bother me. When you live by yourself and you ain't got nobody to think about but you, then that's when you gotta put your foot down. When people say they can, they don't. That shit is a it tends to fuck with your head because it's the fuck with mine. It's got my head to where it's like if somebody there, I wouldn't even know how to take this shit. I don't know how to love nobody if I was to get into a relationship with nobody. Like it's all bad for me. Like it's really all bad for me. You will get my prayers that thing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Like it's sad when you have to come on social media and you have to vent and you have to talk to people that you do not know or never seen a day in your life and they can give you better advice than somebody that's supposed to be there can give you. It makes no sense. Like I done been through a lot, lost my daddy at 12. That's probably the reason why I really don't know how to, you know what I'm saying, go that far as really knowing how to be what you want to say, maintain. I call it maintain. Not maintain. The reason why I call it maintain is because when you don't have a father figure in your life like that, or you going through some real troubling stuff, it tends to you don't have a male figure to look somebody to look to as a father, so to speak. And we didn't have that proper raising as far as when it came to learning about like men and stuff like that. We didn't really have a proper raising because we didn't have nobody but my mama there. And I thank her for everything that she did to have put up for us, put up, you know what I'm saying, with to raise three beautiful girls. It's just I just don't feel like that sometimes. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. I try to do makeup so I can be happy and get my mind off stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what kind of why I started YouTube too, because I see YouTube, you interact with a whole lot of different people and you can learn so many different things from this platform. So it's like it bothers me. But I'll be okay. I'll be all right.
Shut up. Shut up. Don't say nothing. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear nobody mouth. Don't say nothing.
The little demons and devils that I got around me, I just try to avoid them all the time. But it seems like I run slam into them every day, trying to get right. But instead of me getting right, I run right back into them. But there's a lot of people out there going through shit like that. I feel like they ain't understood. Like people just don't. People go through different things, but when it come down to it, when it all boiled down and was left in the pot, it's like it's nothing, man. No, but I'm praying I will be because I can say that I am and all that, but I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm really not. Like people don't get it.
Hold on.
People really don't get it. Yeah, y'all show each other's love. Show each other love. Don't let my down mood keep y'all from interacting with each other. Y'all go ahead and talk to each other. And let me get my mind right. Let me get my mind right. While y'all talking to each other, well, I would keep you in the prayer to move whatever mountain is either way. Thank you. I don't talk to walls.
Shawty said where the food stamp card at.
Jesus
Say
Christ.
what does she sell the card at?
I gave her the card and name. Oh, him.
Put it on.
Thank you.
All right, shut my door, please. But I'm telling you, like, people don't believe it, but it's real depression and real sickness out there in the world. It's more important than people actually doing stuff, being sick over choices that they made in their life. It's real sickness out there, man. It's real sickness. Get off the door. I'm telling y'all, like, for real, man. You see somebody that's finally got their head there, give me a hug, man. Because I ain't going to sit here and say I'm a saint, but I'm not going to sit here and say I'm as bad as people put me out there to be either. So, yeah, right. Yeah, it is. I don't live too much. I don't really let social media really bother me because it's people that I never see and I can give a damn about what they say. But it's not even it's not social media. It's just, you know what I'm saying, personal. Your life and shit. Like what you go through while your mind fucked up. People get tired of trying. People get tired of wanting to be heard. Can't nobody say that their shoe size is the same because everybody, you know, that every single day. But I'm trying to tell you, like, whenever you see somebody down, always be sure to make sure, even though you don't know that person, to make sure you try to understand because that person could be a step away from killing themselves or something like that. Like, people don't understand. People will use you for the things that you can do for them. Like, people sit up and say all day long that they do for you, and then it's like when they do for you, you get a certain thing or you get some money and they want to talk trash about you getting money, not helping you praise the fact that you actually straight and you ain't got to worry about asking nobody for nothing. That's sad. Instead of them being there supporting you, they want to run their mouth. They want to do little favors and stuff for you. And then when they do the favor and the favor that been done, they want to run their mouth just to have that entitlement. Oh, I did something. Oh, I did something. Oh, I did something. I did this for you. I did that for you. But not thinking about what you done for them. Like, it bothers me when people bring up what they do for people and then you want to talk about that you don't mean it in no negative way, but that's exactly how a person would take it. If you bring up what they done, of course they would. I do. But it'll be alright though. I just sit up and I just think about stuff that people saying and didn't say it. And I just take all of that and I just take it into consideration if I'm that person or not. Yeah, you're so right in this way. You have to watch. Yeah, you really gotta watch your circle because your circle can be devious. They can be backstabbing and blackmailing. And that's exactly what I feel right now. I done been blackmailed. I done been backstabbed. I done been everything in the book to be 25 and don't deserve it. I don't deserve none of what I done been through. As is a whole lot of people don't deserve what they go through. You know what I'm saying? They can say karma all day, but if you a good person and you know at heart that you a good person and you know what you do is good and it's never nothing negative, you shouldn't have nothing to worry about. What bothers me the most about people nowadays is the fact that they try to outrank or title something that's really not to be. There's really something that's not to be like have something to have a title. Like I'm a loner. When I say I'm a loner, I'm a loner. When I don't need to, like, people just think they helping so much. Now while I got 4 people in here, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Say for instance, we friends, right? Say for instance, you bought me something like some snacks or some food or something like that. Or you bought me like little necessities like cigarettes, you know what I'm saying, here and there, you know what I'm saying, boom, boom, pow. And I'm doing the same thing for you. Is that returning a favor? Or is that doing for somebody? Because the last time I thought doing for somebody is doing more than what that person has ever done for you. It bothers me when people think that they do so much help, but they harm when they get mad. Like when I used to get mad, I'm not gonna lie, I used to go all out. I used to snap. I still do. That's the reason why I know I can't argue no more, because by me being 25, I didn't yell so much over the years. My head and my heart and my stomach and everything else have been strained. Like, it bothers me because I can't get right. I can't get in my good mind. But I'm gonna start doing meditation and stuff like that so I can get a clear conscience, because the way I'm feeling right now, I'm telling you, it's just like F the world. It's just like everything around me, anything can go. To me, that's like returning the favor. Yeah, that's returning the favor. Exactly. But it's like, okay, then let me ask you this. Now, if somebody come out and they offer to buy you something and they know for a fact that you need it, and it's something that you either need or want, and they get it for you, what reason is it for you to bring up in an argument that you did this or did that for somebody? That's not right. That's not you helping me at all. That's just you looking for that's looking for entitlement. To me, that's trying to find entitlement that, oh, I did this for that person. Oh, I did that for that person. But at the end of the day, it's like, don't nobody think about what you done for them and whatever they got going on. That's the reason. That's people's problem nowadays. They so selfish. They selfish as hell. People are selfish, and it shouldn't even be like that. The fact that God put every natural resource here for us to put and be able to share, He put this here for everybody. We shouldn't have to pay another human being for something that God put here. You see what I'm saying? So it's like everybody materializing everything, and then it's like when real life situations, like when feelings and stuff, and you know what I'm saying, and family and all of that stuff, when all of that stuff get to playing around in my head and get to going around in my head like a whirlwind, like, I'm telling you, it's crazy. It bothers me because it's like the way the world going nowadays. We should be coming together rather than argue about everything. It's like I try to help. I can help everybody with what little bit I got, but everybody can have more than me. And it's just like, oh, I don't got it, or I can't do it, or it's some kind of excuse. It's not right. It's not right, because at the end of the day, if somebody's making less than you, regardless of what you got going on, it's like this right here. No, I'm not gonna say regardless of what you got going on, because at the end of the day, some people got have real life situations going on to where they can't do things other than that situation, other than that type of situation. Things like that takes a toll on a person's mind, because I'm here, I'm sitting, living and breathing. I'm a living, breathing individual who struggles and suffers with depression so bad to the point where it's like the world is just nothing. I get up here, I do my makeup, I smile, I talk, I laugh, I do all of that. I do that to basically get my mind right, rather than sit in depression and make myself dig my hole deeper. Cause I tend to bottle stuff up, especially if I feel like a person around me is not the type of person that I will necessarily vent to or talk to. It's hard to trust people nowadays, because nowadays people will take what you said or what you did and throw it up in your face. It's not right. That's not right, because that's what makes it hard for people to trust people nowadays, because nobody wants to be real. I'm not gonna say I'm 100% real, because if you done lie today in your life, you're not real. You're not a real one. You're not a real one. That it tends to bother me that people do things that they do and they try to do it for a title rather than do it for you know what I'm saying, an imprint on somebody, like, oh, this person, I can go to this person for anything. I don't have that. That's the reason why I smoke so much, because I'm always stressing. I got to calm my nerves and all of this other. To have this in my hand, I'm not gonna say it's good, but it's not bad either. This right here calms me down. This calms you down. Anybody that say that marijuana is bad for you, they a lie because it never killed nobody unless you ever heard somebody lacing something. This right here will heal you. A lot of people like to do all that other extra stuff, but I'm Mary Jane friend. I just love Mary Jane. Mary Jane is my best friend. She been there since I was 19. I try to have a solid heart, but when people do get to shooting at it with little things that they do, unacceptable things like they run their mouth and all this other extra stuff, it tends to bother me. And then I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna say it bothers me. Nobody else, but it don't bother me. It don't bother me. I ain't bothered. But at the end of the day, when you get mad at somebody, it tends to show up because you still thinking about it and you stressing about it. I'm not gonna sit here and lie that I'm just saying I'm a human that's 100% okay, because I'm not. I'm not. But at the end of the day, when it comes to helping somebody and morals and shit that can help you get somewhere in life, I'm good at that. It's just where I am. It's just where I am in life. Like, people will offer you help, and then they'll sit up there and say they're gonna do this, that, and the third. Then when the time comes to show for it, ain't nobody showing face. That's not right. That's not helping nobody. That's basically messing up somebody's head, leading them and shooting them false dreams. You have to trust God more than trusting human being. Oh, I trust God more than I trust a human being. It's been times where I have put trust into human before I put trust. Well, I ain't gonna say before, but more trust in a human before I put trust into a man. I have done that, but that's in my past. That's when you young and you dumb. We call it young and dumb. When you young and you really don't know what's going on, but you just know what you feel was right. People expect you to talk to them, but instead of you talking to them, they just want to be heard and not hearing nothing that you say. I'm a female. For a female to talk to a male about anything. Yes, hey Slim Dave, how you doing? Hey, all my love bugs. I'm trying to be in a good mood. It's like the more people that come in here to give me more insight, the more uplifting I'm starting to feel, and it make me feel good. But I'm like I said before, it's sad that it can't come from people, immediate people. It comes from people that you really don't know that's got more respect and more love to show than anybody around, than mostly the people around you. I'm not saying I don't have love around me, none of that. I'm not saying that at all. It's just when you going through certain things, certain people don't understand what you're going through all the time. So it's like either they understand or they just don't say nothing, and there's really nobody to talk to because they don't know what's going on, or either they just don't want to have nothing to do with it. So that's another reason why people bottle up. What you smoking on? I'm smoking on some gas, my dude. I'm smoking on some gas, man. But no, it's mid. It's something to get me right. But I'm just like, people don't understand what you go through. People just want to run their mouth and judge, run their mouth and judge, run their mouth and judge. I don't like to judge nobody because at the end of the day, it's like this right here. Everybody goes through something in their life. And everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody. So when it comes down to it and a person's crying and they don't have a shoulder to cry on, it shouldn't be like that. You should always have somebody to have a shoulder to cry on because there's somebody out there for everybody. But sometimes when people go through things like what I'm going through, it makes you knock the judgment on what's good and what's bad. Thank you, Slim. Thank you, love. Thank you. People not real nowadays, especially in this generation. You can't be friends with nobody. If you're 25, you can't be friends with nobody that's younger than you, really. Unless if they ain't got a right head on their shoulders, they can't. They so wrapped up in this party life and this club life and all this other extra stuff. Me, as a kid, I didn't do all of that clubbing and stuff because I felt that it was unnecessary because it caused a lot of problems and a lot of deaths and, you know what I'm saying, problems just escalated at parties. And I didn't want to have to be in the mix of one, so I just really didn't fool with that too much. So that's probably another thing because maybe I wasn't like everybody else. And I think that it's a good thing because I don't want to be out here clubbing and partying with my kids. Then I got to find a babysitter to babysit I don't have kids, by the way. I don't have any kids, but I'm just saying, like, if I had kids, if I was doing what everybody else was doing when they was younger, when I was young, I would probably have about 2 or 3 kids, probably clubbing and partying or working hard and can't catch a break. I'm blessed to say that I don't have any kids right now, and I'm trying to establish a stable mindset. I was like, read that in your Bible. Okay, thank you, Harold. Thank you so much. Like, people don't understand. Like, it bothers me every day that I don't have a friend in the world to call. I have no problem with being around the people that I'm around, but when the people that you around and it's like they just want to up and quit you and just want to go talk to somebody else, they got somebody else to talk to, but who else do you have to talk to besides God? I'm not saying that I don't talk to God, but then we got there to sit and talk to, smoke, just chill, just vent. You can't do that. Because I can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't really vent too much on the internet because people will take what you say and take things and run with it. But it is what it is. If the shoe fit, wear it. But sometimes people they just so mean. People are just so mean. It makes no sense to me. But at the end of the day, you should never treat anybody that you know is going through something. You should never treat them like they're nobody, because at the end of the day, you don't know where that person's mindset is, especially what they done been through. The things that I done been through in life made me want to give up a whole lot of time in the past. But I didn't, because I felt like it was a purpose for me being here. My purpose is to help people. My purpose is to put people, you know what I'm saying, on to things that can help them better themselves in life. Even though I know I'm not 100% right, like I said. But when it comes to helping, I'm good at that. I'm real good at that. I'm more than good. I'm great at that. Because when you give, I really don't look for nothing back all the time. It just depends on the situation. But I don't always look for something back, because at the end of the day, my blessings will come. I feel like my blessings will come. They come slowly but surely. But I'll get my blessings. I'm not really rushing God into giving me too much right now. Like, at the end of the day, I'm okay, but I would love to be somewhere in a higher chair, but I'm not. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's my sister, y'all.
It's the pin code there.
Huh?
It's the pin code.
Pain code.
Pin code.
Oh, 1357. But
I'm similar.
when I say,
Is that perfect sighting for you there?
yeah, it's good enough. Thank you. Smash the like button if y'all forgot. Yeah, I think they forgot, but I'm not really invested in the likes today. I'm just more invested in getting people's attention to let them know who I really am. As far as when they see me and if I be in a down mood or not feeling right.
I need that thing, the outer box on my phone, so I dropped my damn phone and cracked my shit.
Well, I got to find
it. My phone.
Well, I got to find
I
it.
didn't crack the screen.
Gotta find it. People, damn. I don't see how people do it, but I'm gonna start doing yoga. Yeah. Wait. 1357. All right. Hold on, I'm trying to see my comments. Ooh. Yeah, I am. That was my intent. That's why I don't have a family right now, because I feel like I have to get myself established mentally and physically to be able to take care of, you know what I'm saying, what I really want to have in life. I don't want to have kids right now for the simple fact my mama had me and Shadi when she was 32. Had my little sister when she was 35, I think 34, 35, but either way, I want to be 32 basically. I don't really want to be too old, but I don't want to be to where I can't enjoy. I don't want to be young, but I don't want to be too old to the point where I can't enjoy my kids when you know what I'm saying? Okay. I just want to be able to live comfortable and be able to pay my bills, have money in my bank account. You know what I'm saying? Get on here, vibe with YouTube for a little while. I was going to fix another seafood bowl, but I don't think I am tonight. I might fix it tomorrow, because I'm feeling a little discouraged about fixing anything right now, because when you cook, you're supposed to cook with love. You're not supposed to go in there. When I was 18. Oh. And see, I wanted to have a kid. I was trying so hard when I was 17. Yes, 17, 18, wanting a kid, not really understanding. Like I said in the beginning, young and dumb. And you know what I'm saying? I never forget. My mom, she made me get up out the bed because my mama's boyfriend at the time. You know what I'm saying? Can't I got up there in the morning. It was early in the morning, and my stomach made me feel like I had to throw up. I got up, went in the bathroom, ran in the bathroom, threw up. That. My mama's boyfriend heard it, and I guess he told my mom, said something to my mom, and my mom went and got a pregnancy test. She told me, you better piss in this cup, and you better not be pregnant. But either way, she would have loved him. She would have loved him. But it wasn't nothing but the 24-hour virus. So I was kind of on the safe side, but I'm kind of glad I didn't have kids with that person either because they weren't right neither. They weren't right. They was not right. God do things for a purpose, and when they say a woman's intuition is right, a woman's intuition is never wrong, and she's always right. Believe that. Believe it. Please believe it. Because I'm gonna tell you, it's been situations where I didn't call something to the T, and I didn't knew for a fact that something was right, and I know for a fact that I'm not crazy, and I know I'm just tuned in. I'm not stupid as people think I am, but and it turns out to be true. Oh, your baby's 18. Okay. I have 2 nephews and 5 little cousins that I tend after. Those are the only kids I need right now. They kids enough. They're my babies enough. To know all the friends that I had in the past that stop talking to me and stop dealing with me for the simple fact that I was being grown. And then to turn around and do the same thing that you stopped talking to me for. That it plays in my mind too about having friends because people will judge you off of something that you do, but then as soon as they find it to be okay, they think that it's okay. It really bothers me. Nobody it deserves to be in this world alone. Nobody. Nobody deserves to be alone. Nobody deserves to cry alone. Nobody deserves to eat alone. Nobody deserves to sleep alone. Nobody deserves to be alone at all. Because don't nobody know that loneliness takes you to a dark place sometimes. So where it's like, okay, you only making decisions for yourself. You just don't give a damn. You just don't care no more. It's just like boom, bang, pow. I do what I want to do. And you don't really have nobody there to give you that restraint, like to hold you back. Not even a friend. Like you don't even have them to hold you back. Like when stuff goes sour, when things go bad, like you don't even have them there. Like, huh? Okay, Harold, I will. A lot of people don't understand, man. Like, I really want to foster, but I don't think that I would be able to foster a child because of the simple fact that I know that I smoke marijuana and they be in your business and stuff. And see, they wouldn't understand why I do what I do. People got different reasons for why they do what they do, but I have my legit reason. What's an excuse to everybody else is a reason to me. So that's all that matter. That's all that matter. I'm hurt. I really am. I sit when I get mad. I don't like getting mad because when I get angry, it's like I go back to a place where I remember just about all the bad stuff that's ever happened to me. And it's like to the point where I just don't care. I just don't care. It shouldn't be like that. But it's like that though. You try to look out for people instead of you getting a pat on the back, you getting a punch in the face or kicking the ass up. Anything other than anything respectful. You know what I'm saying? It's just don't make sense. And how much time you invest into trying to help people. If I could count, it would just be outrageous the many hours and time that I done put into everybody else. Who is it? Hold on a minute, wait. Wait. Jesus. Thank you. I just try to think WWJD. Tell you, motherfuckers is like snakes and worms in this motherfucker. Huh? Snakes and worms. What you talking about? I'm just fucking tired of fake ass shit. So when he come upstairs, he can go and be putting that damn in that bucket too. Fucking tired of that shit. I want to take a trip. If I live to see it, I want to take a trip. And when the trip that I take, I want to be able to look over an ocean and it's just flawless. It's just like it's breathtaking. It's to the point where you just forget everything. Forget everything. Forget everything. Cause I want to move to LA one day, but you know what I'm saying? I got to work on my attitude. I see my attitude of myself that's really not there. It's really not ladylike. I cuss a lot. I do that. I'm gonna work on that too. By the time my birthday next year, I'm gonna be a whole totally more mature and changed woman. I'll no longer be dealing with the stuff that I deal with. Like it's so many years that's been passed by, and my New Year's resolution was not to put up with nobody's bull, but I wound up putting up with it anyway every year. So they kind of shoot your dreams and stuff down when you go and you plan how your New Year's resolution gonna be, what you changing, what you gonna change about yourself, and you happy about it. You just know you're gonna get that change done, but it's always something and it's something different every year. It's just something different every year, and it's been like that my whole life. Like it's always something different. Like I'm telling you, like people don't give you a hand to help you up. It's like people to sit there and just look at you and make fun of you and kick you while you down. But then when you blow up or you go up, everybody want to get mad.
They suck each other's dick every time somebody going through something. He can continue to suck that bitch, suck it till he nut too. Cause I'm sick of that.
I'm on YouTube.
I know that.
Or whatever.
They eat them out of each other's shit. Whenever we all going through something, we going through something, it's always that niggas against bitches shit. I'm sick of that. He gonna be the one here standing here fucking taking care of your ass. When I'm sitting there talking, you don't got shit to say, but then when you think I'm gone, you bring. Cause honestly, only 10 of that. Let's see.
Just took off 140 and I count when you get back and I say.
All right, cause I need to get me something fucking smoke, man. Come on, man.
I'm telling you, like, I just don't understand, like, what is it called? I'm not gonna really say feminist. It's it's basically feminist, like when men try to go against women, like men do this and women do that. No, that's my twin. That's my twin. That's my twin. It's always like this. That's my twin. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm venting right now. That's exactly why I'm venting right now. It's not because of her, but she going through it too. That's why I be saying, like, I'm just to the point where I just want to have my own space where I can go and I can be able to vlog and do what I want to do and say what I want to say. Because, like, right now, it's just not really it's not really the type of, what you want to call it, the type of setting that I want to start my YouTube off as. Because, like I said, I already smoke. I know that YouTube don't like for people to smoke, but, yeah, twins feel the same thing. When she was pregnant, rest in peace to my little angel. When she was pregnant, I felt all her symptoms. I felt her symptoms. And she had me mad at her and made me want to smack the baby daddy. I told her, I just cannot continue to sit around and deal with stuff like that. That's why when I get on people's live, I try to meet a quota. I wouldn't just get on somebody's live and, you know what I'm saying, just talk. Just basically put myself out there and not speak to nobody. At the end of the day, I'm trying to meet a certain goal at a certain time. In which I'm trying to get my subscribers up so that I can be able to get moderated and then I can really start getting my stuff done, like really get it done. Like I already got a little bit of somewhat of what I want to have. But it's a lot of hindering. It's a lot of problems, and there's a lot of situations right now that's hindering me from doing what I want to do. I don't want to be 30 or 32, 35 years old going through it. I want to be alive. I want to be, you know what I'm saying, be able to live and say I lived my life and did everything on my own. I don't want to have to be to ask nobody for nothing. But when people sit up there and they see you going through something and they know you need the help, then they get mad. They want to talk shit. Makes no sense. It's just crazy. It's crazy. And I feel like people is just not right. They're just not right. I'm starting to think it's something they putting in the food for real. Because the way people act nowadays, they just so self-centered to the point where they don't see nobody but they self. And that's crazy. That's crazy. When at the end of the day, we all going through the same thing. Government, political, all of that. A lot of us mentally go through the same thing. Like, we can't work with each other. Instead of working with each other, we tear each other down. Like, it makes no sense. It's like people enjoy being like that because I know I don't. I damn sure don't. I just want to live my life and be happy. If I had kids, I have kids. If I don't, that's just God's plan. People talk so much trash about you. When you hear people talking trash about you, it's just like it tears you down and makes you feel like you just ain't shit. You just ain't shit. When people make more money than you, it tends to make you feel like you ain't shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. People will sit around and talk shit about you. Put a name. Then when somebody see you out here in the street and they ask you who that is and you say it's such and such, they're gonna look at you funny. Like, why you hanging with this person if you know that they ain't right? So now you made the fool of, not me. I've been through a lot. I'm telling you, like, people don't understand. Like, when people get their mind made up, sometimes I don't even know left from right, up from down, which way is in, which way is. I be so confused sometimes. My mind is so distraught. I just be so confused and not knowing what is going on. Like, I tend to forget things. And people can say you smoking too much. I'm not smoking enough because it's like I'm still stressed out. I can't find no peace of mind. I can't nap like I used to because I have responsibilities and things that I'm trying to get and perfect. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. People just don't. They just don't get it. They just don't. Either they don't get it or they just don't care. And that's crazy. That's really crazy. People will put their neck out there on the line to make sure that their family is straight, like their family is taking care of everything. Almost, they might not have everything perfect, but their priorities is together. People tend to forget about that. They don't, because if they did, they wouldn't do the things they did. At the end of the day, grown people don't argue. I'm not gonna lie, I argue when I get mad. When I get hella mad, when you push me to that point, to that motherfucking 0 point, that is it. That is the line. That's why I draw the line. Like, I have a certain a real bad temper when it comes to arguing. Like, I just have a zero tolerance for it. That's why I go off as soon as I feel like somebody trying with me. Because I don't like to argue because it takes me back to that dark place, and I get mad that people try to get me in that mode. And then when I get in that mode, everybody want to blame me. And no, it's not. I'm not taking blame for another grown person. That's one thing I'm not going to do. That's people's problem. They don't want to take the blame for the things that they're responsible for. I take blame for a lot of things that I done, even if it was fucked up. I take blame for it. But a lot of people can't do that. My sign is a Taurus, baby. My sign is a Taurus. Loving as a mug. Put people before I put myself, so to speak. As bad as it sounds, sometimes it pays off, and sometimes it just be like, man, why did I even do that? But then it's like, at the end of the day, it make you feel good to know that you can help somebody and you got somebody somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's just that way, that way, that way, that way. But it's okay. I guess I'll wrap my mind around the fact one day it'll be okay, because people just don't walk in your shoes and just don't understand. Because some things I might not understand about people because I have a knack of talking. When people talking, it's not me talking over top of somebody. It's just when you state something and I feel like my opinion is needed, or I feel like I want to state my opinion. I just state my opinion whether you feel like it's right or not. Because at the end of the day, if it's like you talking off yourself off a ledge and I'm trying to help pull you back type, you know what I'm saying, conversation. Not too much me being rude, but just me talking to you, making you feel like you're not talking to yourself. But some people like to talk to themselves, talk and not hear nobody say nothing. Just talk to the person and just have them hear it. But I'm more of a verbal person. You talk to me, I talk to you. I stayed in the dark room for so long. I mean, I still am, and I done blocked out one light, the light that's closest to my bed. I done blocked that out. Like when you get to the point where you blocking out sunlight, my mom said that it's always good to have sunlight come in and shine in your room and shine light on you because it's God's light. But I tend to want to stay in the cold dark. Like it's not good for me to do that because at the end of the day, my mind is gonna be trained to the darkness, and I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that. I can be good, I can be evil. That's anybody, but I just know me. But I just don't want to be in that mode that people put me in and trying to make me seem like something I'm not. People tend to try to beat that into people's head, and that's what got people crazy. Is because people try to tell them stuff and try to sit there and talk to them and tell them, oh, it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault. Everything is their fault. So when they get in that mindset where everything is their fault and then they start losing their shit, then you can't get mad. Instead of you helping that person, you steadily blaming that person, making that person feel worse. It's not right, but it's okay. I say it's okay because God got it. My blood pressure, if my blood pressure go up, if I get too anxious or something, my chest will hurt me. The middle of my chest right here hurts so bad. It's like a burning sensation, like my heart is about to stop. Like my heart is about to stop. And see, people don't think about stuff like that. I try not to argue just for that reason. My cousin is the same way. Yeah. Well, I pray for them and I hope and pray to God that they get past it because a lot of times some people can deal with it and some people can't. I'm not gonna say that I can't deal with it, but I can't deal with it easily. Like I have to go through stages, like through really tricked up stages. Like I can't just go, you know what I'm saying, just be like, okay, I ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm gonna calm down and just let it go. I just sit there and if you keep talking like I ain't doing nothing but fueling, it's like you filling up a car like when it get full enough, like the gas gonna run out. Like people don't understand it. Like you a Libra? No, okay, that's what's up. It's just crazy. People just don't value life like they should nowadays. Like I had dreads at a point. I'll probably post some videos with me and my dreads, me missing my dreads and reminiscing about them, but I got them for the wrong reason. At the end of the day, whatever you going to, you have to know the reason for you doing it. You just can't go and do it and think that it's gonna be okay. I'm going to it like if you don't notice what the hell you don't do it. Just don't do it. Hey Frederick, how you doing? I'm doing a little better. Could be doing blessed, but can you drop a like? Can you get this video a thumbs up? But I tell you, like, people really need to value life and value each other because don't nobody know what the other side consists of. What? People do not, how can I say it? Some people are selfish minded, very selfish minded, very, very selfish minded. Like, people don't understand what the next person may be going through. And that's understandable because some things might frustrate people more than others, but to each his own. But whenever somebody is going through something, don't take them through the fire and they already in there charred and crispy. Like, don't keep feeding the fire for them. Help put the fire out. Don't keep feeding it because people tend to keep feeding the fire and that's not right. That's what's gonna start a war fire and that's not right. That's what's gonna start a war with people because people think that they so right about stuff. Like even down to me, like I'm speaking on my behalf too. At the end of the day, I'm not right about everything. When I know I'm right, I'm right. I'm not gonna sit here and say something and I know I'm dumb. Like if I'm dumb about it, then I just be dumb about it. But if I'm not wrong, don't sit and try to make me like I'm wrong because at the end of the day, it's not right for you to make me seem like I'm wrong because you yet again making me feel like I'm not shit. You don't know how I'm feeling. And people wonder why you don't talk to them, but that's why, because people sit around and use it to their advantage to talk shit about you. After the fact that you didn't put your heart and soul into telling somebody about what you're going through and how you are, it's not right. It's really not right. It's really not right. I'm venting. I'm just not even really caring about how nobody else feels. It's just how I feel. At least I can talk to a camera and there's people on the other side that's actually listening, because I ain't seen nobody leave. I ain't seen people come and go, but I still have viewers, so it's okay. But people gonna get enough for sitting up there putting people through what they put them through, because I'm gonna tell you something straight up like this. People got to start understanding one another. People got to start talking to one another, because if you do not talk to the next person about whatever problem you going through, whether it's your mama, your daddy, your sister and cousin, it don't matter. Talk to them about it, because once you get bottled up and it's all the way down at the bottom and it's too late and it's all the way down at the bottom of the bottle, it's too late for you to bring it up. So it's gonna be like you sitting there dwelling on the past and it's just too old for you to bring up. Just talk about it, because if you let it build up, I'm telling you, when that champagne glass get full, that cork is gonna come off and it's gonna hurt somebody. It's gonna hurt somebody. You're gonna put an eye out, do something. It's gonna hurt somebody. People just don't understand nowadays that you got to start thinking about each other, man, because this money and this everything, this presidency and all this other stuff going on is driving people crazy. Like, I can never sit here and say, I can say when I was a kid, of course, when you're a kid and you see money, of course you're gonna want it. But at the end of the day, some things, when I was probably from the age 16 to the age 22, I'd probably say, was the years I really didn't think about money like really being important as far as like life is considered, like, because God put everything here for us to endure. So why shouldn't we endure something that God put here? He didn't make it intended for us to have to pay for it. That's what people problem is now. Money is got everybody by the ass has. And see, people don't think about it, but when you making them big dollar bills, you creating more problems. Like, I'm not saying I don't want to make no money, but it's just what I have to live my life. But it just shouldn't be like that. I just feel that it shouldn't be like that, because a lot of the time it's harder for a lot of people out here to get their situation and stuff handled when it's coming to get a job or finding somewhere to go or something like that. Like, people don't understand like they used to. They used to back in the day, they used to look out for each other so well. Like, it was just like, if I ain't got it, you ain't got it. Or if I got it, you got it. And you don't even have to know me. You just live in the neighborhood. You just live next door. Like, stuff like that. Like, when I say people from 1999 on up until now, it's just selfish and self-centered. And they should be ashamed of themselves. This generation should be ashamed of themselves because of how everybody's turning out. Everybody doing all these kind of drugs and stuff. Everybody just going woo buku crazy, but not taking the time to actually sit and think and watch life. Watching the news, but the news lie too. They can say you got 40% chance of rain and you go out here dressed to the teeth for some rain and here it is. It's 80, 90 degrees outside. Like, they lie too. So just best believe anybody's capable of lying. The pastors are most definitely capable of lying. So, but y'all hold on just a second. I have to go check something for my sister. I'll be right back. But yeah, I'm back. Hello. But yeah, like I was saying, man, people need to be a lot more appreciative of the help and the things that they get, because a lot of the time people just don't want to understand what you're going through because they feel like they got too much on their plate. But little do you know, if you help out this person, that person could probably be the person or the blessing that God sent upon you to get you out of the situation that you in. Like, it's just stuff like that that you think about. Like, I think about this stuff a lot. I think about it a lot. I think about it a lot. It bothers me that I don't have as much as everybody else, but it doesn't bother me because at the end of the day, everybody's not meant to be up on that pedestal. Some of us are meant to be down here where we are for a test. A lot of us are just born with silver spoons in their mouth and they just don't know left from right, and they just have somebody open the door for them. They got everybody cooking for them and doing all this other craziness. But at the end of the day, you have to learn to do it for yourself, because if the next person is not there, you have to learn to do it on your own. Like, I have a lot to learn about things, like as far as coming to business wise. I have a lot to learn. Like my mama and my sister always tell me, you gonna have to learn how to do it just in case we not here. You're gonna have to learn how to do it because if you don't, you just gonna be up shit's creek without a paddle. You just gonna be up there. You just have to learn to do it on your own. It's not that I don't know how to do it on my own. It just takes me time to like really like get my mind wrapped around the fact due to the fact that I done went through things and got my mind upside down, sideways, diagonal, backwards, and some more. I just try to bear with myself. I just try to bear with what I'm going through. Even though sometimes, like I said, I might do something that's aggravating to somebody, but I would rather you tell me not to do that than rather just sit there and just, you know, just take it out of proportion. Like people get tired of arguing. I get tired of arguing nowadays because of what's going on. I try to focus more on what can I do to make my situation better, so I won't have to rely on such and such and such. Like things like that. That's the kind of stuff that I think about. Hey, third view, can you get this video a like? I know it's dark, but I'm just vibing and venting. I'm just really not even worried about lighting right now. But I just pray about it. I just pray about it. It's just not for me to just sit here and just let things go. Of course, I'm gonna ponder and think about it, but I just wish people was more understanding of humans, because humans can understand a dog more than they understand the next person sitting talking to them about some real life. Yeah, that's the truth too. I just think about stuff like that because at the end of the day, world gonna end one day, and I'm not saying that. Well, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows on the other side. That's why I try to live my life, even though I do have my times where I slip up and do wrong. I try to do more good than I do wrong. Even I try to do the good to outweigh my wrong. You see what I'm saying? I don't really try to, how can I put this? Do it for a title. I just don't know what's going on the other side, or if it's another side, or we're gonna see each other like they say in the Bible, like people got a way of brainwashing people and make them think that things is not real, and it's then got to me. It has gotten to me. Hold on a second, I'm trying to adjust my camera, my tripod. Well, I guess that's not gonna work. Nope, it's not gonna work. But people must understand one another before they can judge, because a lot of people like to judge. And you really shouldn't judge nobody, especially if you don't know them and you don't know where they're coming from. You just don't judge somebody. Like, you know, when you were a kid and you laugh at somebody that you think is funny looking or fat or something like that, you have to think about stuff like that, because that stuff right there, you don't know how that person may be feeling, but you just don't care. Like when you know you got them school bullies that used to do stuff like that, used to pick on people who wasn't like them. Like, if you're not like a person, are they gonna judge you? Like, if I'm not like another person, would they judge me? Or and would it dictate how I'm gonna spend the rest of my life? If I'm gonna spend the rest of my life by myself, or am I gonna have friends, or am I gonna have a lover, or am I gonna have family? What's gonna happen? I don't know. It's just things like that I think about. I think about stuff like that all the time. Like, what's gonna happen? I want something that I want to leave here, a piece of me here. I really do. Because I feel like at the end of the day, I can distill into that person what I know and what I knew. They'll remember, and then they'll carry on a legacy. Like, I just really want to have not a 5-star life. I'd probably say a 3 to a 4-star. But I don't want to be to the point where I'm selfish. I'll never be selfish. No matter how much money I get, I will never be selfish. Reason being, because if you give back, you makes you feel a lot better than you receiving. Some of the time, if you understand what I'm saying, if that makes sense. I feel better sometimes when I give before I receive. Like, it made me feel good, because it's like, okay, this person's happy. You just made somebody else smile. You don't know, you just probably made a friend with an angel or whatever the case may be. That's just how I think. That's just how I think. It's just I don't try to dwell too much on the past, but when situations come up and it's the same situation, if it's just relevant. If it's not the same situation, it's just relevant. It bothers me because it's like, okay, this situation coming up again. Okay, so what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to calm down or am I supposed to go ahead and blow it out the water? Like that's how I contemplate things, and that's I'm not gonna say bad because at the end of the day, when you go through things, you learn different ways and different techniques and different strategies and how to go about the situation rather than just take it off the rocker, or if you can just sit and calm down and think about what you said and what the other person said and just take it into thought and just think about, are they right? Are you right? Just think about stuff like that. If you wrong, you apologize. If that person don't want you to apologize to them, that's just on them for not taking an apology. At least you were the bigger person and you sat and thought about it rather than come with a problem. That right there is the true meaning of well, I ain't gonna say responsibility. That's the true meaning of being an adult. A lot of people they're not grown. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I don't have childish ways. I'm not gonna sit here and put up like I'm an angel because I'm not. I'm not a demon either, but I done been called that and some more. I done been called a snake and some else. But I just don't. It made me cry because I know me. I will never deceive nobody, especially if it's somebody that I truly love, or if it's somebody that I know is my family and they, you know what I'm saying, they there. I done been deceived in some more for what I don't know. I guess that was just meant for me. Who knows? But everybody gets hurt. Everybody deserves a shoulder to cry on. All of that good jazz. Nobody deserves to die by themselves, regardless of whether they married, widowed, you know what I'm saying, the husband got the wife that passed away. None of that should matter. None of it. Because at the end of the day, when somebody dies with somebody, you will never know. People so scared of getting haunted. But it's like this. If that person has a good memory of you and you was there when they just let go and you was helping, you have no reason to be scared. Like I have times where I see and hear things and it scares the plumb piss out of me sometimes. And it just I can't. It's just creepy. But if you sit and think about it, if you're not harming it, it's not gonna harm you. If you know that you're doing right and you're not doing no wrong, you don't have nothing to worry about. But it's just like if you cover in the blood of Jesus, or if you just believe, or if you just got whatever kind of faith you got going, and you just sit and you just calm yourself down and you just tell it in your head to just cease, and you just show that you're not scared of it. I want to go skydiving before I die. Skydiving, yes, because they say when you skydive, if you can do that, you can do anything. You can do anything. I really want to do that because I feel like that would help me out a lot too. Just take me a trip probably every weekend, every other weekend. Not too much going on. But that was my daily vlog, y'all. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video. I know it was an hour and something longer. It could have been longer, but I just don't feel like talking no more. So, until next time, y'all.